Hey there, today we are going to start with a new chapter that is Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Basically, this is the chapter whole about Hitler, how he raised, where he born, how he led to World War II, and each and everything about him. So, Nazism, what do you mean by Nazism? So, Nazism is nothing but it's an ideology. Yeah, you heard it right. Wherever this ism, wherever you add this prefix ism, so that particular thing becomes ideology. Like you have heard about socialism, okay, same Nazism and all. So let's learn about Nazism and how the Hitler rise. Alright. In spring of 1945, a little 11-year-old German boy called Helmut was lying in the bed when he overheard his parents discussing something in a serious tones. So you might think Helmut becomes Hitler. No, they have just given one story about this 11-year-old guy whose name was Helmut, and he was just lying in the bed. He heard that his parents were discussing something and it was quite serious. His father, a prominent physician, deliberated with his wife whether the time had come to kill the entire family or if he should commit suicide alone. His father spoke his father spoke about his fear of revenge, saying, "Now the Allies will do us what we did to the crippled and Jews." So his father was discussing, now the time has arrived to kill ourselves. But why? Because as his father was a supporter of Nazi, that is, he was supporter of Hitler, and Hitler committed several sins like killing Jews, killing humanity, and he was one of them. So he said that now World War II was won by allies, means won by France, Russia, Japan and all. Now they will take revenge from us, so we should die. The next day, he took Helmut to the woods, where they spent their last happy time together, singing old children's songs. Later, Helmut's father shot himself in his office. Helmut remembers that he saw his father's bloody uniform being burnt in the family fireplace. So traumatized was he by what he had overheard and what had people that he reacted by refusing to eat at home for the following 9 years. Now, what he saw, the just next day, Helmut and his family went to woods, went to forest. They've spent their happy moments over there, like singing old children's songs and having a lot of fun with the family. And after that day, he saw that his father shot himself in his office. Why? Because they already discussed it, they are gonna do suicide. And his father's bloody uniform was burned in the family fireplace. So due to which due to which Helmut was too much traumatized, वो trauma में चला गया था. And what happened, he refused to eat at his home for 9 years because he was afraid that his mother might give him poison in the food and kill him too. Although Helmut may not have realized, although Helmut may not have realized where I went, what happened? Okay. Yeah, although Helmut may not have realized all that it means, his father had been a Nazi and a supporter of Adolf Hitler. Many of you will know something about the Nazi and Hitler. Helmut was not knowing who is Hitler, what is Nazism. He was not aware about these things. You probably know of Hitler's determination to make Germany into mighty power and his ambition of conquering all of Europe. Basically, this Hitler, he was not born in Germany. He was from Austria. Austria, not Australia. He was from Austria. Then he migrated to Germany during World War I, and also some reasons were there, like he wanted to become artist, and he wanted to show some of his drawing to the best museum and all. So he went to Germany for getting the good opportunity over there. But Germany, as Jews were there in Germany, so they rejected Hitler. Then maybe Hitler thought to take revenge from that Jews, and this what make him come to Germany and do all these things. He wanted to make Germany a very mighty power. His ambition was like kings to expand his territory or empire, anything. You may have heard he killed Jews. Okay, he killed Jews. And now you know Jews people after this World War II when Hitler committed suicide. These Jews people they formed their own country, and we know that country that is Israel. Okay. But Nazism was not one or two isolated acts. Means he did not only what we can say, he did not only uplift the idea of Nazism. Instead, he ran several campaigns like the one who do this would be murdered, the one who do that would be murdered. Not only Nazism, but there were several acts he used to kill people. It was a system, a structure of ideas about the world and politics. Let us try to understand what Nazism was all about. Let us see why Helmut's father killed himself and what the basis of his fear was. So, the basis of his fear was nothing but the revenge from Allied. In May 1945, the dates are too much necessary. In May 1945, India got independence in 1947, so before 2 years. Alright. In May 1945, Germany surrendered to the Allies, anticipating what was coming. Hitler, his propaganda minister, Goebbels, and his entire family committed suicide collectively in his Berlin bunker in April. Alright. So they have said in May 1945, means maybe during the World War II, or I mean after World War II, Germany surrendered to our allies, as I told you. And anticipating what's coming, Hitler, his propaganda minister, propaganda means it's a mass idea that is executed very secretively or something fishy idea, propaganda, fishy ideas. His propaganda minister Goebbels, they committed suicide. They killed themselves in the Berlin bunker in April 1945. At the end of war, an international military tribunal at Nuremberg was set up to prosecute Nazi war criminals for crimes against peace, for war crimes and crimes against humanity. Means after World War II, one international military tribunal was formed, IMT. You can call it. One IMT was formed by allies. Okay? One international military tribunal was formed by allies, which determined to kill or to prosecute, means to kill the Nazi people, the one who supported the Nazism. Okay, like his father, Helmut's father was afraid of. So he was afraid of International Military Tribunal because this group thought to prosecute the Nazi who did several crimes like killing the people, crossing the peace, and war crimes, crime against humanity, all these crimes. One who committed that would be prosecuted by International Military Tribunal. So this question might come in exam. Alright, Germany's conduct during the war, especially those actions which came to be called crimes against humanity, raised serious moral and ethical questions and invited worldwide condemnation. What were these acts? Okay, first of all, new words, allies. Allies means the allied power were initially led by UK and France. In 1941, they were joined by USSR and USA. They fought against Axis power, that is Germany, Italy, and Japan. Maybe afterwards, Japan, I think, because the World War II ended when US threw the bomb on Japan. I mean on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. ठीक है. Under the shadow of Second World War, Germany had waged a genocidal war which resulted in the mass murder of selected groups of innocent civilians of Europe. Under the shadow means in Hindi I would say सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के पीछे, मतलब people were like हाँ second world war is going on, but the war is something which is in between several countries, but हाँ war is something, second world war was like external type of fact, ठीक है, external. And this Hitler, he started internal war in his own country, that is genocidal war. Now what is genocidal war? See, here they have given that killing on large scale leading to destruction of large sections of people, means killing people on very large scale, though they have committed sins or not, just killing them, okay, for any reason, like World War II is going on, so kill people now. This is what he did, Hitler, which resulted in mass murder of selected groups of innocent civilians of Europe. Europe civilians means you can include all the people of Germany, Italy, no, not Italy, Poland, these things. The number of people killed included. Now, which people were killed in genocidal war? Very first thing, the Jews. The Jews. 6 million Jews were killed. Then 2 million gypsies. 2 million gypsies. 6 million Jews. 2 million gypsies. 1 million Polish civilians. 70,000 Germans itself who were considered mentally and physically disabled. Now Germans, you might say that Hitler want to uplift Germany, so why will he kill Germans? So he killed Germans who were mentally and physically disabled, handicapped or disabled, specially disabled people. Besides innumerable political opponents, and also he killed several political opponents who were acting as the hurdle for this Hitler. He just killed them. Nazi devised an unprecedented means of killing people. It acquired the method to kill people, that is by gassing them in various killing centers like Auschwitz. Okay, so they acquired one method to kill people, and what was that method? He in ash in this place, at this place, Auschwitz Auschwitz. At this place, he made some gas chambers where shower like thing was there, and he used to what can I say? He used to keep people over there. He used to ask them or just throw them in the gas chambers, and used to release the gas through showers. Okay? He used to release the gas through showers, and people used to die due to suffocation and very toxic gases and all. Okay, Nazi. What happened? By gassing them in various killing centers like Auschwitz. What was the killing center where Hitler used to gas and all? So that is Auschwitz. The Nuremberg Tribunal, I mean the military international tribunal we talked about. Alright, the Nuremberg Tribunal, it sentenced only 11 leading Nazis to death. Now we just saw that 6 million Jews were killed, 1 million Polish civilians, 2 million gypsies, millions. All the numerical values are in millions. Then why this Allied powers tribunal killed only 11 Nazis? So they felt pity on the Hitler. They felt pity on him. So they didn't kill many. where were we? Where I was. The Nuremberg tribunal sentenced only 11 leading Nazis to death. Many others were imprisoned for lives. Others were like just imprisoned. The redistribution did come, yet the punishment of Nazi was far short of the brutality and extent of their crimes. Though they had done very brutal crimes and all, but still the we can say result, it was not that brutal. The Allies did not want to be as harsh on the defeated Germany. They thought like already these people are defeated in World War II. They don't have money and all. Why should we make them more worse? So they didn't. They had been after after First World War. Okay, not after World War II. Everyone came to feel during First World War Hitler was not there. Okay. Everyone came to feel that the rise of Nazi Germany could be partly traced back to the German experience at the end of First World War. What was this experience? Now let's know. What happened here? Birth of Weimar Republic. Now whatever we read right now, it was just the flashback, or we can say trailer. No, not trailer, but it was flashback, just like we had in our first chapter, France. I mean that France information and all. Okay, birth of Weimar Republic. Now what is Weimar? Weimar. Alright. Weimar Republic is the association, like we have several political parties. So in same way, this party was there, Weimar Republic, which was formed in Germany at this place. In Germany, Weimar. When Germany was in very harsh conditions after World War One, I'm talking about World War One. After World War One, there was like people were starving. There was no food to eat. There was no medical facilities, no health care. All the people were like starving, dying, and all. So people thought to do something for others. Like if everyone was like. If everyone said, let it be, we don't care about the people, let them die, let them suffer the sorrow. They don't want this, they want to do something for society, they want to do better for their condition, so they formed the group in Weimar, that is Weimar Republic. Now, what happened exactly? Let's see. Germany, a powerful empire in early years of 20th century, means during early years of 19th, everything ruined after 1914. Fought the First World War in 1914 to 1918 for 4 years. For 4 years continuously they fought war alongside the Austrian Empire and against allies, that is England, France and Russia, who were friends. Germany plus Austria, they were friends, and France was against them. Now you can see France and Austria. Was there any relation between France and Austria, sorry. See, Louis XVI's wife, Marie Antoinette, she belonged to Austria. I don't know why I'm saying Australia again and again. Okay, so this is the controversy. France is fighting with its own relative. France should actually join Germany, but the main, we can say, fighters or main enemies are Germany and France. All joined the war enthusiastically, hoping to gain from a quick victory. Everyone joined the war so enthusiastically. We have these many people, these many power we are having strength and everything. They thought that they will just fight for several days and then they will get immediate victory, but this didn't happen. Later did they realize that the war would stretch on eventually draining Europe all its resources. Now see, all these are European countries, so it was lost for whole Europe. Now recently, I mean in 2024, we are able to see World War III happening. Now maybe it is not officially what do you say? It is not officially declared that it is World War III, but everyone is saying it's World War III because Ukraine is fighting with Russia. Then what? Israel is also fighting with some other countries. Pakistan is also fighting with some other people and all. Several things are happening. Or it all started with Ukraine and Russia. Alright, we don't care. We have to focus on this. Then this will also go back in history again. We need to study that. Where were we? Little did they realize that war would stretch on, eventually draining Europe all its resources. Germany initially begins by occupying France and Belgium. Now, first, initially, Germany occupied France and Belgium. But what happened when US entered? The war was strengthened. The allies were strengthened by the entry of US. So. In 1917, US came and it defeated Germany because we know US is too much developed. However, allies strengthened by US entry in 1917 won defeating Germany and Central Powers in November 1918. Okay, so this was all about World War I. The defeat of Imperial Germany and the abdication of emperor gave an opportunity to parliamentary parties to recast German polity. Now what they are saying over here, now see, Germany was lost. King, abdication of king means king resigned. Okay, he resigned. He all like during that time they were having monarchy, but now the king's son was also not willing to be emperor and all. So this is known as abdication. This everything happened, and now who will run the country? There should be one leader, right? Or else people won't listen. People do whatever they want. There won't be any kind of rules or regulations. So parliament people get an opportunity to be the leader. So they established a democratic constitution with federal structure. Deputies were now elected to the German parliament or Reichstag on the basis of equal and universal vote cast by all adults, including women. Now, what I read, even I didn't understand. Okay, I'll explain you. That's just scary. Now, then other people got opportunity to do something to build one parliament and all for the country. So they all met at Weimar. They formed one Reichstag, German parliament. That was Weimar Republic, which was democratic and it had federal structure, means distribution of powers was seen. It was not monarchy and all. On basis of equal, people casted vote. All the men, women, everyone casted vote, and then they elected Weimar Republic. This republic, however, was not received well by its own people, largely because of terms it was forced to accept after Germany's defeat at the end of First World War. Now, what exactly happened? Though this Weimar Republic was in power, but many of the people were opposing it. Why they were opposing? Because there is one huge reason, that is Treaty of Versailles. When Germany was defeated during World War I, it took several loans from other countries, from friend countries and all. Now these friends turned into enemy. They want their money back because they also lost several things during the war, First World War, and then they want their money back. But Germany refused to pay back because Germany was not having anything with it. It lost all its money in the war. They didn't have anything. So this Weimar was forced to the Weimar was forced to accept the Treaty of Versailles, and due to which people were angry, or we can say anxious on this. Now here I will show you the map. Okay, so look here. This is what Germany is. It's too massive, right? And Germany it first occupied Belgium and it occupied France. But this Germany, as I told you, the peace treaty of Versailles, they are accepted. Germany's people accepted, means Weimar Republic accepted that treaty. So what France did, it occupied this area, whichever like I'm highlighting with red color and I'm scribbling. This area was occupied by these people and it was demilitarized zone, means no soldier will live in this area. Though if anyone attacked, it's okay, let them attack, let them do whatever you want. Then this area, okay, above Lorraine, this area it was occupied by the League of Nations. Now what is League of Nations? I'll tell you that also. And Germany is only this. Then land taken from Germany. Now which land was taken? You can see this in mauve color. Okay, ये mauve color में आपको जो दिख रहा है, it was occupied by other countries because Germany was unable to pay the money. Then when Hitler came into power, they occupied Poland also. But they failed. There were some reasons. Versailles. The peace treaty of Versailles with the Allies was a harsh and humiliating peace. It was harsh and humiliating peace for Germany because I told you, right? Because it lost its overseas colonies, means whatever things I showed you in the map of mauve color. So these were its overseas colonies which were occupied by allies. A tenth of its population, 1/10. Okay, let's note it down. 1/10 of its population was lost. 13% of its territories. 13% of territories was lost. Okay. 75% of its iron. Oh my god. 75% of iron. 26% coal. 26% coal. To France, Poland, Denmark, Lithuania. So all these things, they were occupied by France, Poland, Denmark, Lithuania. Look here. Poland, France, Lithuania. Where is it? Denmark and Lithuania. ठीक है. The Allied powers demilitarized Germany to weaken its power. As I told you, demilitarized area which was there where no soldier will live, it was also weakened. The war guilt clause held Germany responsible for war and damages, and Allied countries suffered. Means whatever this war happened, everyone said that Germany is responsible for all the guiltiness after this war. Germany was forced to pay compensation. Compensation means fee, when you do some crime and all, you are asked to pay some compensation. Like when you break the traffic rules, you are asked to pay the compensation. So he was asked to pay 6 billion. I don't know what kind of sign is this. Is it euro or what? I think it's euro only. नहीं यूरो ऐसा होता है क्या? I don't know. Just search for this sign. But 6 billion. 6 billion. 6. I'm not able to write. Okay. My stylus is not working. The Allies armies also occupied the resource-rich Rhineland for much of 1920s. Much Germans held new republic, Weimar Republic, responsible for this, because they said if they hadn't accepted the treaty, then we won't face these losses. But it was forced to respond. It was forced to accept that treaty. So what it can do, right? Okay. Now next thing is effect of war. What was the effect of World War I on Germany? See, the effect of war. The war had a devastating impact on the entire continent. Okay, we will just study this paragraph. It had very devastating, destructing, what he bhayankar impact on its entire continent, both psychologically and financially. Financially, as it lost its economy a lot, and psychology means people were not having good kind of psychology. From a continent of creditors, Europe turned into one of the debtors. Europe was too rich that it used to lend money. Now this time has came कि they are they are forced to ask for money. Previously, it used to lend money. Now it is asking other people to give them money. ठीक है. Unfortunately, the infant means very newly born Weimar. Of course, it was newly born, right? After 18 or in 1918 or after in 1918, because war ended in November 1918 ना. हाँ ठीक है. Where were we? Republic was being made to pay for the sins of old empire. Now, whatever the things happened during World War I, this newly born Weimar, it was asked to pay for it, pay the compensation. The Republic carried the burden of war guilt and national humiliation and was financially crippled by being forced to pay compensation. Now, who asked for compensation? See, if UN is very United Nation. It is a group of very developed countries. If you know, so it is like if India want money, what it will do? Either it will ask its friend, or like we go to bank. Either if I want money, either I'll ask my friend to lend money, then they will give me some kind of interest, or else what I'll do, I'll go to bank, any kind of bank, and then the bank will give me money. Same, if India wants this money, it will go to United Nations. There is one Union Bank. It will take loan, and yeah, this is how it will use money. If India is not able to pay the loan back, then these people will, what they will do, either they will what they might conquer the places in India, IT places, that and all. कुछ भी हो सकता है. Anything might happen. Okay, I'm just predicting. It. I'll give you disclaimer. It is not true and all. Those who supported Weimar Republic, mainly socialists, Catholics, and Democrats, became easily targets of attack in the conservative nationalist circle. Now, which people were there who felt pity on other Germans, and then they formed this Weimar Republic? So these people were socialists, Catholics means Orthodox Christians, Democrats, the one who believed in democracy, one who believed in socialism, like everyone should be equal, you should be treated equal, you should get equal rights. These all people became easy target of attack. Now, whichever people, like the normal people, they will say it happened all because of you. You are the November criminal. All these things happened. It is because of you. You are Weimar. You are blamed. This that. Therefore, they were mockingly called as November criminals. The mindset had a major impact on political development of early 1930s, as we will see soon. So this political development, let's see what happened now. The First World War left a deep imprint on European society and polity. Means what are the things happened in First World War? It left a very deep imprint, means it had a very deep impact on European society or European countries. Soldiers came to be placed above civilians. Now, soldiers were highly respected. Why? Because they fought for 4 years continuously without having food, water, and they sacrificed a lot. That's why soldiers were placed above civilians. Politicians and publicists laid great stress on need for men to be aggressive, strong, and masculine. They said that look at the soldiers, they sacrificed a lot, they participated in World War I, they did this, they did that. So you should be too much aggressive, you should be masculine, you should not be weak man, bro. You should be, man should act like a man, okay? You should not cry, you should not this, you should not be idle and all. You should work, you should be aggressive, you should be masculine, you should build your body, this, that, okay? The media glorified trench life. Now, what about trenches? Look, trenches are like this is the land, okay? This is the land. In rain, you will build this much hole. Then again land, then again this much hole, again land, this much hole. Or else, what will happen? This is land, then this big hole, and then land. Okay, so this is what trenches are, where people, I mean soldiers, hide and they fight the war. They continue fighting the war. They glorified. See, look at the trench life, how they are living in this much space and how they are fighting. The truth, however, was the soldiers lived in miserable lives. Now, see, you are living in this much area, narrow, it's too narrow. How will you live? These many people are there. And also, one important thing, trapped feeding rats on corpses. Let's say you are two people living in this trench, okay, and one of them is shot and that person died. Here only you need to keep his body and look, of course body is there, it would be decayed, decaying will happen, decomposition will happen, several insects will grow on it. So rats were feeding insects, all these bacteria and all the things, all the microorganisms were feeding on the corpses, dead bodies, and you are just there, you are seeing everything happening in front of your eyes. How will you feel? Is it too good? Is it thing to glorify a lot? Not at all. It was the other side. ठीक है? They faced poisonous gas, enemy shelling means you are here and you are just fighting with your gun, okay? ठक 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 गोलियां मार रहे हो. What if some person threw bomb over here? And of course, if bomb is there, what is that bomb? यार, I forgot its name. एक होता है, ठीक है? What if that person threw there and everything would be destructed? So see, this is known as shelling, and witness their ranks reduce rapidly. Aggressive war propaganda and national honor occupied center stage in public sphere. Means this aggressive war, all these fishy ideas that occupied honor in public. Oh yeah, we should be man like man and all these things. While popular support grew for conservative dictator, now they were having democracy. Now again they will start dictatorship of Hitler, and had recently coming into being. Democracy was indeed a young and fragile idea. Like it was very young, fragile idea. No one knew about it and all, which could not survive instability and of interwar Europe. Alright, this 1.2 we will learn in next video. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.